Mhm. Alright, so what was I doing here? Okay. Going and talking to the person over here, I guess.
Uh-huh. You blind, little bird? Or can you not see I'm busy? Why is it every sissy pig fucker who strolls into my town expects me to smile and shout awful friendly? Welcome to Fallbrook. Only nugget of paradise in this entire law-forsaken land. Like a void damn advert.
Oh, she just comes and says whatever's on her mind, huh?
Truthfully spoken, I do aim to properly represent my aforementioned nugget of paradise. I'll be sure to remember that, little bird. Want to tell me what you need? Well, I'm half listening. Might be I know something about it. Might be someone hired my crew to blind drop supplies on the Northern Bridge. Might be they sure as shit weren't pirates. Now that I consider it, I ain't heard from my delivery team in far too long. Find them for me, and I'll pay you handsomely. If I could, I would have. It's my crew whose lives are on the line. Them dying's just bad business. If it's one that don't mind getting dirty, then I sure do. But how am I to know whether you're reliable, if not fully trustworthy? I do admire blunt honesty, so I'm willing to give a business arrangement between us a try. There's a Borst factory on up the way, run by a man who calls himself the King. Clive Lundberg, insufferable prick. That aside, it's a business ripe for the plucking. I want it. Clear as that. Stars, I hope so. Clive Lundberg, the self-proclaimed Borst King of Monarch, is swimming in profit and drowning in his ego. He's making the only meal to be had this side of Monarch, and I'm tired of ponying up for my dinner. I want that Borst factory, owner dead or alive. And you're the soon-to-be handsomely paid fucker who's gonna get it for me. Guess you've got it figured out then. Good. Hit him where it hurts. In his gut, or his production lines ought to make do. Sometimes the simplest solution is the sweetest. I don't give a whit about the method or the means, just the end. It'll be more than good when you're finished. Maybe not for Clive, but for me and you, I'm sure. Oh, and if you don't fancy going in guns blazing or crawling through a sewer pipe, see Duncan in the Dry Goods and Sundry building. He ought to have an employee ID in that stash of illicit goods he keeps for select clientele. May luck be with you, since I won't be.
Catherine's great, ain't she? She'll pull you out of the sulfur, so long as you don't mind being in her debt.
You know how there's folk who are all crusty outside, but warm and squishy inside? I'm pretty sure she's crust all the way through.
So where does the other go?
What do you think of the unreliable Parvati?
There's always something to fix, and it's neat working in the Aether. I always took Atmo for granted. Now, if I drill through the hull, we all suffocate. Exciting, you know?
I'm not sure I wanted to know that. Being in space sets me on edge enough.
You know about stellar emissions? Actually, I probably shouldn't tell you about those. I mean, not unless you want to know how we're all likely to get spacers lung.
Right. Okay. When we get back to the ship, I'm drinking this conversation right out of my recollection. It's some! Nothing like a good tussle.
Are you kidding me? I'm over encumbered. Motherfucker. Wait, you can break down stuff from your inventory? Oh my god.
Hello there. A word, if I may be so bold.
stake my reputation on this being an ambush.
We ought to see if anybody's still alive. They might be too weak to call for help.
Stay back. I may be wounded, but I'm still armed. How'd you get past my traps anyway? Just remember, I still got bullets, in case you get any funny ideas. What are you doing out here anyway? That feels a mite better. Wish I had something to give you, but I gnawed through my last Spratwurst an hour ago. Nice to know she cares. Catherine had us making drops for some big shot client out here. Before you ask, I don't know who they are. Or were. The whole point of making drops in the middle of nowhere was to keep their identity and whereabouts a secret. The Marauders knew we were coming. Rigged the bridge with explosives and everything. If they found us, my guess is they found the client too. Last I saw, they were heading back up the hill. You'll see it on the right when you get out of here. If you've got the sand to go after him, I'm sure Catherine can reward you for your trouble. Me? I'm headed back to Fallbrook, just as soon as I've caught my breath.
know what it is, but my gun's been acting funny. Used to be, I had to correct for a bit of leftward drag. Got used to standing just so, and after a while, it put a thorn in my side, something awful. Lately,
Incoming! Nice one! That's gotta hurt. You guys all right?
so anyway. Lately, though, it ain't pulling. I find my stance much improved.
Oh, that's real good to hear. It took me a while to... never mind.
What? Girl, have you been touching my stuff?
I'm sorry, I should have asked. I just got real bored, and I seen you leaning, and the gun was sitting right there.
You know, the last time I caught someone messing with my equipment, I threw him in a sulfur pool. But I appreciate the help. You want to make modifications, just come ask me, all right? I ain't gonna bite.
Okay, here we go!
Don't mess with us.
Oh. I'm glad I didn't, because the smell here is 100%.
Incoming!
Oh wait, what am I doing?
That's the last of them! Incoming!
I'm exciting.
Hit it with something else!
Huh? What's going on?
Processing.
Here we go! Not getting through.
Oh, man. The order has been packaged and is awaiting shipment. Oh my god.
Whoa now. And just what do you figure you're doing up here? These are my private quarters, friend. I don't allow tours up here. I don't allow tours ever on deeper consideration. Certain things require a mess to do well. See, I was just killing some time. I prefer to prepare my dinner by my own hand. Nothing like fresh and bloody Borstwurst. I do own a factory known for specializing in the canning of Borstwurst. On occasion, I like to imbibe other parts of the cysty pig. Did you fancy me a cannibal? Perish the thought. No, I don't eat the bodies, I disappear. A joke, that last was. So, what can I do for you? My full attention is at your disposal.
I'm not saying you shouldn't vex this guy, but if you do, it's been nice knowing you.
While I approve of your associate's cautious nature, I still teeter on the verge of losing my patience. Let us move forward with the present proceedings. By sublight, you mean Catherine, do you not? That greedy, star-crossed sow. Listen, friend. The Borst King of Monarch does not negotiate with coveters. How about you bring me Catherine's severed head, and I will gift you a lifetime supply of Borst. You desire that I should lower myself to Catherine's level of crassness and filth? I cannot fathom how that would cotton myself. The king built this golden monopoly brick by brick from the rubble when the corpse abandoned Monarch. No, he ain't the sort to partner up, as that requires the sharing of power and profits. Never mind. Never I should mind? I will never you right up your dark... I mean... Alright. Yes. Listen, friend. The Borst King of Monarch does not negotiate with coveters. How about... Piss?
The outer walls of an anus. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, honestly? What the fuck's wrong with you? You watch me. True. You know, I just got a message from iBuyPower. The package, or the order has been packaged and is awaiting shipment. Yeah. Imagine if it doesn't work. I mean, then I send it back. And they replace it. That's how that works.
Incoming!
Don't mess with us.
What do you mean? That's what a warranty is for. What the fuck are you talking about? Okay.
Incoming!
I guess. So you want that L to happen? Is that what you're telling me? You're kind of an asshole, honestly. It's kind of shitty. Lamau. You want better content? Oh, is this bad content? I'm sorry. I guess I'll... I guess I won't play games I enjoy. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. You don't want that SoulCal shit. You know, here's the thing. I did watch that VOD, and while there were certain parts of it that were lacky, well, a good majority of it was perfectly fine. So you're just overreacting.
I don't think I like Miss Catherine.
Please say the Oda corpse you're wearing is Clive's.
Wait. That line
Not
just
much
didn't.
boast to that
Oh,
declaration.
weird. It was just
Am I to
delayed.
take that to mean you didn't kill him? Hired more than we're successful, can tell you that. Still,
You just appeared
this
for
oughta
like half of it.
compensate
Yeah,
for
I
your
know.
troubles. And take an aromatic. You stink like Sisty Pig.
Hold on, I got a message. Jacob said join server Big Gay Boy. Um So I still need to do this quest. Yeah. And I joined it and he's not even in here. What a liar.
Hey, buddy.
Hi. Wait. Jacob's the one who asked me to join and he's not even in here. What? Okay.
Life's been good to me so far.
The order has been packaged and awaiting shipment. By the way, Pog.
Okay. God, I don't know why you would be so excited about that. You need to stop worrying about it.
Well, it's exciting, Wyatt. I'm not like stressing out over anything. It's exciting. Alright, I have to do something. I'll be back.
basically you've it's as if you had consumed a poisonous plant. I guess the Earl Grey contains some sort of toxin
Thank you again for retrieving the bolt.
in a low dosage.
Anyway? You're just as rigid as the old executive committee. When Graham... It isn't easy keeping a town like Stellar Bay afloat. Indeed. That's why, if we can find proof that one of the companies on the board is also active on Monarch, that'll give me all... You have... Excellent time.
You're getting ahead of your...
So I am. I knew there was something going on. This is exactly the proof we need. The board will have to welcome us back now. I'll transmit this data along with the completed Bolt 52 right away. After that, we'll sit back and quietly wait for the board to respond.
That
Back
means
in
no
black.
broadcast from us.
I kicked your sack.
Wait. What the
Hey,
fuck?
Jacob, do you have a Rolls Royce? What about a Lamborghini machine?
I got a penis.
I am pretty sure that that is like the only accomplishment on planet Earth that actually means nothing. Because 50% of the human population actively does exactly that. Actually, I think it's less than 50%. I think there are more women than men on planet Earth.
Lesbians.
What? No. I think lesbians, if anything, lesbians are an explanation as to why there are fewer people on planet Earth.
Lesbians.
Like, what do they freaking clone each other and reproduce? Like,
They reproduce asexually. That's how it works, right?
yeah,
They just divide asexually.
they like absorb a bunch of mass and like divide in half into smaller lesbians.
Yeah.
So a really fat lesbian is about to divide into 3.
Yeah. Exactly.
What
That's
the
how it works,
Excuse
right?
me, what the fuck?
By the way, I was playing The Outer Worlds again yesterday, Jacob.
Okay.
And I got to, I don't know where you are in the story, but I just went straight from grabbing the core without talking to anybody to like landing on Halcyon.
It's gay.
I didn't even stop by the groundbreaker.
Landing on what? Halcyon's
Yeah.
the name of the system. That's not the name of a planet.
I don't know why I said Halcyon. I meant the bitch planet.
The lesbian planet.
Yeah, the lesbian planet. I got it.
Bro. Why, do you have a pink tie?
Yeah.
You should wear that in a blue suit.
I thought his tie was like red. Or
I
orange.
did too
Do
for
you
the
mean
longest
like
time.
Monarch?
Yeah. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I'm very tired.
Wait, you can go straight to Monarch? Without
Yeah.
doing any of the other stuff?
Yes.
You can progress with the
Dude.
LGP.
I hate to break it to you, but like, you can just win the game by reporting what's his face to the board. The mad scientist. You can just go straight up to the board representative and say, yeah, that crazy dude, he's over there. and they will go get his ass.
The battery episode.
Right, but for like other endings, like if you know where all of, like the quests lead to, you can, yeah, but for first playthrough you wouldn't know any of that, so it's like,
Alright, that's why I already had the
Bringing our attention back to my penis. Wyatt.
Do you hear that? It's the blessed sound of radio silence, which leads me to believe you have sweet, sweet news for me.
What are you doing?
Oh, great. I love doing pro bono work for friends.
No wonder this weapon has
Aw,
shitty
you
range.
called
It's a
us
shotgun.
friends. I'd normally entertain your self-aggrandizing delusions, but this time it's important.
It's a sawed-off shotgun,
Important
to
to
be
you is
specific.
not the same
What
as
are you
important to
playing?
me. Although
I'm
I
playing,
do recognize that you may have earned some goodwill during your months laboring for me.
This game.
Very specific.
Tug on my heartstrings, why don't you? Look, I'll do what I can, all right?
Rebecca Hodges and Anders Wadsworth. They took a UDL
Amazingly
contract back when Monarch went to
specific,
shit,
actually.
and I need to find them. I
I'm
believe
proud
they
of
would be
you
on
for
Terra
being
2.
so specific.
If UDL hired 2 hunters back then, it would have been for creature clearing purposes, round 1 of their Spacer's Choice outposts.
Thank you, Jacob.
These are the coordinates for
You
the
know,
outpost
no one
under
has
the last
ever
UDL contract. Now scram.
has ever recognized my ability to
Good luck.
specify before. I'm really good at it.
Yes, indeed. I am
Anyway,
back
I'm
in
playing
business.
The Outer Worlds.
But before we get down
Well,
to it,
Probably for
dude.
about
might
10
I ask
minutes.
how you handled the problem? In the end,
Why?
Until I
Does it
just,
matter? Job's done.
I just like my
Is that
attention
so?
span shifts something else.
I'm playing with my penis.
I believe you.
ruthless, efficient. I suppose
Yeah,
if
you
one of
don't
them had to be
really need to
disposed of,
convince
I'm
me.
happy it was him.
Wyatt.
I don't doubt
Huh?
that you are working with Phineas,
Look.
but my contract specifies I relay any acquired information to the purchaser, and to the purchaser alone. However, to send
It's
the
a
data,
penis.
I will need your assistance in cycling the antenna's receiver, so I can input the needed adjustments.
Look at the penis.
I'm trying, dude.
It's simple, truly. I merely need you to waltz outside and throw the lever to cycle the power. I'll key in the numerical adjustments from in here.
It's a sexy penis, isn't it?
Terrific. I'll be here.
I mean, it is a
Waiting
penis.
with bated breath.
We're
Give a
at
shout if the
Phoenix
panel
right.
executes you.
Penis right.
There's no such thing as penis right. It's only penis wrong.
Okay. Bringing our attention back to your penis. Is a
what?
is a mistake I'm afraid you'll soon not forget, Officer Marshall.
Yeah.
The days are short in Texas, and so are our tempers.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Mic off. Mic on.
Could you sum up with
Mic off.
what you have to say in 8 words or less? Very well.
Hey, Bear.
You can clearly be seen in this video. Exactly 8 words. Not bad, partner. The key lies in a certain locker shown in the video. That locker with the white cloth sticking out. That was the witnesses, I believe. Now then, let's rewind the video a bit. When the crime took place, the white cloth wasn't there. Then it suddenly appeared. There's only one explanation. Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. What's more, you opened the locker when the camera was turned away. Order, order. Hold your horses, sorry, partner, but you got the wrong man. So what if my locker was open? That doesn't mean I'm the one who opened it. The murderer needed to hide something, so he opened a locker and stuck it in. It's not my fault he happened to choose mine. Why is everyone staring at me like I'm a wanted man? This guy isn't just playing dumb. He really doesn't know. I hate to rain on your parade, but you're the only person who can open that particular locker. Oh yeah, I call your bluff. You say that I opened that locker, now prove it. We talked about this earlier today. The locker can only be opened.
Testing 1, 2, check, check. Sweet stars. But that is a beautiful sound. Can you hear me? We are a go for broadcast. Oh, and I also dispatched Phineas his data. Impatient prick. Worse, I'm now indebted to him for it. Now I'll kindly thank you to get out of my tower. Look, I am well aware that at times I may have the tiniest iota of a prickly exterior, but I must admit I have grown rather fond of you. As Nyoka can attest, I do not form attachments with many. Do take care.
Why, he told us to leave without flinging insults at our persons. He really does like you, Captain. What in the void-blasted hell is that?
Oh shit.
Black holes. Did you see that? Looks like a UDL ship. Based on the gunnery attachments, I'd guess it's one of the board's blockade enforcers, but don't cite me on that. Oh well, a pity for the crew, but I can't see how it affects me. Hiram? Can you hear me? Did you see that? Architect saved me from swindlers and fools. Sanjar, what are you bloody doing on my channel? Did MSI or did MSI not cease broadcasting? Yes, but... well, this is something of an emergency. The vessel that just went down is a UDL gunship, one of the most formidable offensive ships short of an Earth Directorate assault cruiser. We could use the gunship's armaments to defend Stellar Bay, but we need its targeting module. Listen, I don't care a single whit what you do, so long as you leave me out of it. Which means, get off my void damn channel. I'm more than finished with you lot.
Okay, that's a side quest. I'm just gonna continue with the main quest.
Captain, Felix and the Vicar are arguing again. I have received a transmission from Roseway, from a Dr. Shaw. We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors?
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself. Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since, in fact, I've never had a visitor.
I'd clap you on the shoulder if I weren't behind a wall of bulletproof glass. I don't know how you did it, but Hiram Blythe just sent me everything I needed. According to Hiram's message, Minister Clark has ordered a suspicious amount of dimethyl sulfoxide. It's almost as if he's hoarding the colony's remaining supply. Typical elitist, hoarding supplies during a time of scarcity. Once I have those chemicals, we can revive the Hope's colonists and put some decent people in charge. So, good news. You're going to Byzantium and stealing those chemicals. Exciting. Ah, yes, the details. I'm not about to ask you to rampage through Byzantium trading bullets with the board's agents. We'll have to resort to subterfuge. Carmen Imagawa. She's my contact in Byzantium. Meet her at the docks. She'll have all the necessary intelligence you require. I'm giving you my old nav key to Byzantium. You'll need it to land in the Golden City. Remember, you're looking for dimethyl sulfoxide. Big green bubbling vessel with a warning label. I'll take as much as you can find. Reviving you from hibernation was my greatest accomplishment. Your odds of survival were a mere 28%. Aha! I see you found my portable molecular compression device, better known as a shrink ray. Find the target, point, shoot. The target will shrink down into a manageable. Size, whereupon you may commence beating them to a pulp. Feel free to try it on a marauder sometime.
Please would you kindly inform the crew that long chats with Ada are not required every time the captain leaves the ship? We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Do you mind? I'm meeting someone. Shh. No names, okay? The Phoenix is a wanted man, and the board has eyes everywhere in Byzantium. Yeah, you're looking to make contact with Minister... Magpie, right? I should warn you, it won't be easy. He spends most of his time in his estate, which is heavily guarded. Afraid not. He almost never leaves his home, and his guards never leave him.
Can't say I blame him. It's scary out of doors. I mean, can you even count how many times we've been shot at?
What work specialists, huh? Our mutual friend is really branching out. Whoa, I'm not one of your B&E specialists. I just provide intelligence. Some of the guards hang around Billingsley's House of Inebriation between shifts.
House of Inebriation? Count me the hell in.
Maybe you could do some reconnaissance there. You know, swipe a key while nobody's looking. Just remember, you didn't hear it from me. I've always been fascinated by birds. If you ever research Earth species, there are thousands of them, so colorful and distinct.
Here we got 11 flavors of terror rays and not much else. That kind of variety? I mean, gosh, seems almost impossible.
All of them trying to eat you, I'd wager.
The other thing about birds, though, is their environmental indicators. When the birds start disappearing, you know something's afoul. No pun intended. I started thinking about everything we see around Halcyon, and all the things we don't see. For starters, you rarely come across anyone living in Byzantium who wasn't born here, even though we get ships in all the time. Doesn't that seem strange to you? And then there's the way nothing gets fixed. There used to be a suggestion box around here. People would drop ideas in. Nothing ever came of them, of course. Sure, that part is. That's why they install shredders in those boxes, after all. But one day the shredder broke. No one came to fix it. And since it wasn't working, we didn't have anywhere to file our complaints. So you can imagine how messy things got.
I bet your repair folks couldn't find parts. Back in Edgewater, I'd have to take something apart just to put another thing back together.
Might have been the paperwork. Here, you have to append forms to your forms, and law help you if there's a single dash out of place. At first, management put up an out-of-order sign, but that just seemed to worry people, like they were advertising something wasn't working. They eventually took the whole suggestion box sign down so that people didn't have any expectations about it. But they never fixed it, never replaced it. Doesn't that seem odd to you? Except that's not how they go. At least that's not how they're supposed to go in Byzantium.
If things are broken here, of all places, then I'm starting to think there ain't a hope left in this colony.
Things have kept on running this long, right? Or so I used to think. The whole episode made me wonder, if they can't fix something as simple as a suggestion box, what else aren't they fixing? After a while, I got connected with our mutual friend and started using my position here to feed him information when I could. That's it, really.
Nothing exciting ever happens around here. Move along.
Our UDL security checker is always prepared.
Anti-Cleo level head. Feeling a little off balance? You need a level head.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Want to be famous?
So much wasted money here. Decadence ain't gonna save you when the beast gets through the walls.
You think I'd get arrested if I climbed up on that to get a look at the gearings?
I've always loved that sculpture.
How the fuck did I level up? Just now. Like, what did I... Is there EXP for discovering places?
Citizens, today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history. After a deep and thorough examination of our budgets, revenue streams, and predictive models, we are publishing our yearly success report. Profits are soaring, promotions abound, thanks to your...
If they sent money to Monarch instead of building even one of those homes, I bet we could have rebuilt Stellar Bay.
This property is off limits. Solicitors, loiterers, and uninvited. This ultimatum brought to you by That's funny. The minister isn't expecting visitors, and you don't much look like one of those couriers from HPS. Minister Clark's a private man.
Huh?
That's the last of them.
How did you get in here? You! You just slaughtered those guards, and for what? To speak with me? What could possibly be so urgent?
Oh, my law. Captain! Captain! That's the minister! Mr. Clark! Oh, wow!
If this is about another Aetherwave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes. I'm not doing any more. Drugs, of course. What else would it be? I don't have any drugs. You should try a vending machine or a purveyor of curative goods.
He's got no idea what we're asking about.
Will that be all, then? Process of elimination. The only other person with access? Of course, of course. It's Rockwell again. Who else? And I thought he was only holding me here to keep me out of the way. Chairman Rockwell. He's kept me under house arrest for years. I've long suspected him of transacting business in my name, but this proves it.
You've been all alone in this house? Would you like me to make you tea?
Please, this is important. Whatever it is that brought you here, Rockwell's the one behind it. Whatever Rockwell's doing, he'll be doing it from the HHC headquarters. Your best lead is to look for details in his office.
This all feels off, Captain. Like when there's a storm coming, but everything's quiet and still.
Believe me, things have been off around here for a very, very long time. A reckoning is most certainly due.
This colony's problems have always seemed to trickle down from the top. If we're set on fixing Halcyon, that's as good a place as any to start.
Exactly. And fix it we must. Why, this is starting to sound like an issue of Dissident Hunter. Via the Acropolis District, of course. That's where the most important corporate and government facilities are. But only board employees are allowed into the district. There's a heavily guarded checkpoint just down the street. There might be a route through the maintenance tunnels, but I'm afraid I don't know specifics. Most people avoid the area for obvious reasons. When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suites, where the chairman's office and what used to be my office are. Wait! Rockwell has one of the only terminals capable of transmitting to the Earthbound message drone. This is our chance. Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Rockwell hasn't given me any messages from Earth for years. He's desperate to keep me out of contact with the Earth Directorate. But they need to know what's happening here. Good. Halcyon is in dire need of someone like you.
What? Huh?
Here they come.
Oh shit. That didn't work very well. Hmm. Do we really need all the security? Wait, did it not save the fact that, like... Wait. I murdered everyone. They're not... Wait. Because I loaded the save, it doesn't, like... They don't even... They're like, whatever. They don't fucking care anymore. Omega lol.
That Chief Junlei sure seems well, huh? He seems like a nice boy to me. I'm glad you gave him a shot. Then... That... What? Here they come! Nice work!
handle a single room of this place, sell the materials, and feed everyone on Monarch for a month.
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die. Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition. But we're doing it together, and that's what matters. I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed. But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. We will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity. Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this! While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis, so that every Halcyonite can be part of the important work of saving our colony. By testing paperweights. Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again. And someday, in the not-too-distant future when we've solved this crisis, we'll all be back together again working for the good of Halcyon. Until then, the board shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate-mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
That was all a story, wasn't it? It's not real.
Guess the whole colony's up a creek.
I like how none of these guys fucking care. It's ridiculous. Hmm. They, those guys don't see me. They don't, So their range of vision cuts off right here. That's hilarious. Oh. Rip.
Hey, dude. So
Yeah.
I've been watching your gameplay while I've been playing.
Oh, really?
I think it's just the fact that you've been playing the game, but like I've kind of gotten back into it a little bit.
Yeah, I left because he was like reading.
Yeah, well, I mean, we were playing Phoenix Wright some more, so.
Yeah.
Man, I just...
What?
Being on this planet early consumes so much ammunition. Like, I am not meant to be here at this time.
How do I...
Plasma carbon. Nah, though, I could really do with every bit of ammunition this vending machine is keeping in stock. By that I mean as much of it as I can afford.
I actually haven't really bought ammo ever.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm also specializing in heavy weapons, which are, especially the flamethrower, dude, consumes the hell out of ammo. But like, it's also really powerful.
Hmm.
I did find a nice hat.
Okay.
What was that? And some elite troop armor, which is nice.
Incoming! Bring him down!
noticing this weird thing lately where I run across chests, they're totally empty. Well, like, I don't mean just like one chest in our group is empty, it's just like so many of them.
Was mine. On your left, Captain. No! That's smart. Ah! Ah!
In nearby
Probably pick a melee weapon of some kind for that.
No! Please don't hurt me!
I'm only fighting marauders anyway, and I need to conserve ammo.
Look out, Bowen!
Bring him down!
system index. Unopened security initiated. Rizzo's Purpleberry Punch. You want a punch?
Behind you, Captain! Please! I don't want to die! Please! I don't want to die! Captain,
we headed today, Captain? The stars are the limit. Now arriving at Phineas's top-secret orbital lab.
I've kept myself busy in your absence, optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists. All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me. Human test subjects. Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board. Thank you. You've brought me enough chemicals to get started, at least. I'm just sorry they came at the cost of human lives. Those poor people, they must have died in agony. What exactly was the board trying to accomplish?
Yeah, unfortunately, all he has is a flamethrower.
You say the board's trying to freeze their subjects over and over again without inflicting permanent damage? Well, they're nowhere close to solving that problem. Something about this feels wrong. I don't know why the board would ever conduct such an experiment, unless they're working on some kind of hibernation technology. I'll tell you this much. The board scientists are hopelessly lost. After years of fruitless experimentation, they've made exactly zero progress. I know! I've suspected as much for years. Of course, I don't expect the board to do a thing about it. They've been driving our colony to the brink of destruction for decades. The board's mismanagement put our colony on the road to collapse. If we don't put a stop to them, thousands of colonists are going to die. Hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse, and the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself? I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers. Short of lining up every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head. Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope. Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius! We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire ship across the distance of colony space, right next to my lab. Yes, exactly. You're a step ahead of me, but I perceive the shape of your plan. If we link up the Hope to the Unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2.
I don't know much about skip drives, not the physics anyhow. I do know the Hope's real massive. How's our bitty little ship supposed to skip it?
Excellent question, my sharp-witted mechanic. You will use your own ship to power up the Hope skid drive. Your navigational computer can handle the rest. You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the Unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving them immediately. I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers, scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take it. Oh, it's not you. I do experiments in that room. Some of them get quite scientific. The unexpected is to be treasured, but from a safe distance. Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper.
I understand we have decided to continue supporting the outlaw scientist, Dr. Phineas Wells. We have arrived at the Hope. I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive. If your calculations are even slightly off, you could crash the entire colony ship into Terra too. Or the sun. Forgetfulness can be an early warning sign of asphyxiation due to loss of pressurization. I need you to reroute power from our ship. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince... If you don't mind my saying, Captain, Minister Clark is lucky to have you on his side.
I see you've been maining pistols the whole time.
Yeah, pretty much.
You've been doing, Have you been doing...
Jacob, this call is fuck. Yeah, I mean, let's be honest though. It does. I'm honestly tempted to try it, but it's like $8 or something. Hey, it looks kind of fun. Talking about the Minecraft Bedrock Sonic DLC. It looks better than Sonic Forces. Chris says hello to you, Wyatt.
Hello, Christina. You're my favorite.
Something about waking a derelict ship puts me on edge.
Of course.
Here they come!
Wait, what? Who am I fighting? Oh, there's corporate recruits here apparently. The board got here already, I guess.
It's weird.
He's gonna make you blush. The fuck? Oh shit. Okay. What is the shit on my screen? You didn't hear what he said? No, I was not paying attention at all to what this conversation was, to be honest, because I was focused on murdering and stuff, so yeah.
That is respectable.
You said you're his oh, okay. Well, sure. Good for you.
Something's not right.
Dude, apparently you can get armor upgrades that increase sprint speed. I am now, because I have the sprint speed perk, plus the armor upgrades on both my helmet and my actual armor, I'm gaining like a 50%, 150% sprint speed bonus.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm zooming around.
processing.
Watch out!
Okay.
Can you hear me, Captain? I have successfully integrated myself into the Hope's comm systems, and am attempting to establish contact with the Hope's more primitive processor now. Would you like me to play a mood-suitable music selection while you travel to the bridge? Oh, sorry. File not found.
Hope bridge keycard. I don't have enough hacky thingies to like open the door. Damn it.
You alright, Captain? I mean, seeing this place again.
Maybe there's one around here. Oh. Was that the key that I just picked up?
I have a gun.
Yeah, it was. Good for you.
Rays. It's
Oh.
a ray gun.
I found a shrink ray or whatever.
Oh yeah, the one in Doc. What's his face's?
In Phineas. Is that his
Yeah,
name?
I had all of them.
Where's his brother, Ferb?
You know, I can't even like. Can't even blame you for that one, dude.
Yeah. Did you know there's a reboot of iCarly, and it's like it just came out like last week or something? It's on Paramount Plus.
I had no clue, and I don't know what to do with this information.
And it has a lot of the same actors, too. Like the main cast are all the same actors. The main characters. How do you feel about that?
They're all the same actors.
Yes. But it's not like, it's like the concept is slightly different. Like instead of iCarly being the way that the show was in the original, like the show within the show, right? Instead of it being how it was before, I think she's more of like a YouTuber type of thing.
Yeah.
She's like a content creator or some like an influencer type. Scooby-Doo Kurt. I mean, I can't stream that. I can't stream like movies like that. What do you mean? DMCA, dude. But like, I'm actually kind of tempted to like at least watch an episode or two of the new iCarly. I want to see what the fuck they did with it.
Will the music be the same?
Oh, like the intro? Probably not. I wonder if
Probably.
what if they
I don't
remade
know,
it?
maybe.
And it's like the same song, but they.
Greetings, Captain. I am speaking to you through the Hope's computer system. It's a rather cramped feeling, but it'll do.
Voices are deeper? Yeah.
Are you sure? That is extremely dangerous. Skipping the Hope will void the warranty on the skip drive.
Oh my
and
god.
also potentially kill an entire planet. How is my humor now, Captain? Improved?
Imagine. I mean, he's in there. Gibby? Okay. I'm sorry to disappoint, but Gibby. He's not in the show, from what I've heard.
Jacob.
Yeah.
I know. You'll
You'll
see.
see. Okay, let's get the Hopes to Terra 2.
Starting the skip drive. Destination
What?
set to the rings of Terra 2.
What?
No, dude. I know. You'll see.
Oh no, Captain,
What's
don't
the next
do this.
line?
I ain't dying on a fucking ship. I'm gonna die in the dirt like we're meant to.
Jacob,
Doing
you
it.
should know
I mean,
this.
affirmative. Skipping the Hope in 3, 2, 1.
ADA. Does your captain
Jacob, you
seriously
should
intend
know
to
what
do
the
a
next
micro
line
jump in
is.
system with engines that haven't been powered in 70 years on a derelict ship?
That is what my captain intends. Yes.
But that is
What's the next line, Jacob?
I'm fucking watching like the end of the game probably.
responsible for
No,
any
you're not.
damage incurred during transport, and this will cause extreme damage.
Yes, I am aware of that.
You should not be doing this. The humans will die.
Thank you, Hope. It looks like all systems are go. Captain, I would advise you to hold on to something. Now. Oh, good. We are still alive and have successfully skipped into Terra 2's orbit. I reported as much to Phineas Wells, but he has not responded. Perhaps you should check in on him.
Ugh. I feel like my stomach's still back where the ship used to be. I need a hard drink and a long nap.
Okay, skip the hope. Easy. Easy clap.
Captain, I am receiving...
This game,
Captain,
man,
I
it's
shall
so
now
great.
play the
Like,
transmission I received from Dr. Wells.
The board is here.
literally,
They found me somehow.
you
They're
know,
about
if you
to
aim at
blast my
people
door open.
in tactical time dilation,
Stop them from getting me.
there's
There isn't enough
subtext,
time to
right?
explain everything, but there's
To
something
tell
very
if,
important you need to
or to
remember.
tell what,
The board, all their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking corporate swine. You fucking pigs! I'll take you all out with me. I'll never.
to tell
It
what
would
they're
seem
thinking or
the
something.
recording captured some rather dire events. I presume you'll want to dock at the orbital lab to check on your associate as soon
And
as
one of these
possible.
guys, what they
How
were
can I be
thinking
of
was,
assistance?
that they have nightmares about being killed by a dashing space captain.
I'll be here.
Which is funny.
Now arriving at Phineas's top secret orbital lab.
What? Something's up.
That's the last of them.
What? Oh, I see.
Dude. I really need to, spec into medical. Oh.
I like how I'm like
Neat.
2 EXP from leveling up.
I just got a heavy weapon. It's a science heavy weapon called the Gloop gun.
The Shrinkray was the first science weapon I ran into.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Captain, as it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to, as you humans put it, air some concerns.
Well, folks, I ain't exactly keen on busting into a prison, but riddling bored stooges with bullets does sound like a ride and a half.
I never got to know Doc Wells. We ain't friends or crew. But he's still one of us. He's the reason the boss is up and walking right now. We can't just leave him to die in Tartarus.
To extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth. But that course of action is likely to be quite dangerous, Captain. I am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit inclinations toward risky behavior. Breaking into Tartarus will not be easy.
Getting in is the simple part. It's getting out again that's the trouble. Trust me, I know.
Let's just do it. Kick down some doors, grab Doc Wells, and cut a path out. We don't need a plan. We got guns.
If you really mean to do this, you should see to your final affairs and close out any unfinished business. Once you sneak into Tartarus, you may be there a while. Or permanently.
What, you haven't collected the other character?
Yes, not.
There's 2 more. You're missing 2.
I know.
Stick. Got my ass kicking boots.
I know just from like the menu when you select them. But
Outstanding.
whatever.
You can count on us, Captain. We're crew. For real crew. That means we got each other's backs. Right.
Never thought I'd volunteer to break into a prison. Seems like your tendency towards risky behavior is rubbing off on me, Captain.
Waiting on your command, Captain.
Guess I should make a hard save here. There. Oh, it fucking asks you. Well.
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed. I wager it'll take a bit longer than it takes you to lose your patience and storm out of your ship looking to get shot. To be honest, that'd make my job a lot easier. You come out, we shoot you full of holes, and then everyone goes
Me
about
too.
their day worry-free. Except you. You'll be dead. We're on lockdown. We have standing orders to shoot intruders on sight.
Are you gonna do all the DLC after you finish the main story?
Transmission terminated. How can I be of assistance?
Okay, are you gonna even like
I require a functioning
look at the
captain to my
DLC and
ship.
say, huh, this one
It's
looks
not
interesting?
in Game
I'll play
Pass.
it? Oh, okay, makes sense. I have all the DLC on Steam though. If you ever decide you want to play any of it.
Eh. Yeah, Game Pass doesn't include DLC for any of the games. Pretty much, for the most part. Some of the really old games they do, because they like it's just a complete edition or whatever. But yeah, most games no. Like a lot of the EA Play games are with all the DLC, but.
like that guarding the gates.
I've gotta admit, I'm not too keen on walking into a prison. They lock me up, I'm liable to kill everyone trying to get back out.
Let's look around. There's gotta be a few ways through here.
Processing, performing an area.
Here they come!
Oh, shit.
Whew. We have a lot of shooting to do, Captain. They'll never see us.
What?
Oh, fuck.
Be careful, damn it!
No wonder my gun was doing so little damage. It was broken.
Neat.
Imagine being locked up in a place like this. Just the weight of all that. Here they come!
Jacob, you were sexy.
Thank you.
But not as sexy as beans on toast.
Beans on toast? Is that what you just said? What the fuck?
You never had beans on toast?
No.
It's a British breakfast item. Baked beans. It's just baked beans. But
okay.
like, it's not gonna be your... Well, I guess it would be your canned baked beans in most instances. But like, I assume it would be better. Like actual homemade baked beans, you know?
Okay.
Nothing like a good tussle.
Yeah, but it's a British thing. British people do it.
Okay.
Here they come. Bring him down.
Oh, I see. I see the flaw in my plan.
So,
okay.
Neat fact.
You can't use terminals while in combat. Yeah, that is a pretty neat fact.
No, neat fact. If you will just go grab the board ID card, then you can just bypass all that by sneaking.
Yeah, fuck sneaking. I ain't a bitch.
All I'm hearing is I'm too much of a bitch to try sneaking.
Fuck sneaking. I probably spent like 3 hours in loading screens on this game, dude.
Incoming!
Take him down.
Fuck.
No!
Bronson, do you have a fucking goddamn it?
Imagine being locked up in a place like this.
The answer is no. You know, it would make sense. It didn't spawn until... It would make sense for that stuff to be locked behind a, leveled up.
Here's that.
Get ready.
Something's not right.
I could really do with a damn heavy machine gun. It's a light machine gun, but I can't find a heavy machine gun. I have a feeling it's because they don't spawn until you're higher level. Maybe it's location based. Either way, I've got a shit ton of heavy ammo.
Well, look who it is. I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus. I had heard you'd taken a mechanic under your wing. What's the matter, girl? Couldn't find actual employment?
The captain's treated me right. Better than any of you bored folk ever have. I'm exactly where I want to be.
Ah, I knew I smelled Monarch when you lot walked in. The stench of sulfur, depression, and desperate bravado is unmistakable.
Keep talking, and you'll be smelling iron. Ain't nobody so important I won't put a bullet in.
When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens. My word! You've correctly identified the most recognizable man in the colony. Remarkable. It's a wonder what Phineas saw in you. Then again, he's an insane person. Thankfully, he's our insane person now. A proper company man. Yes, he is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? Fine, he isn't working for us per se. Semantics, he'll come around. But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man. It's a miracle. Oh yes, go on, wake them up, add more mouths to feed. That'll solve our starvation problems. I don't know what half-baked plans that simpleton in a lab coat has been leading you through, but it's done. It's over. Let me ask you something, Captain. Have you at any point thought about not fucking up our entire society?
We're helping, which is more than you can say.
I'm making actual progress towards stabilization and recovery. You're just getting in the way. Oh, right. This coming from the psychopathic outlaw. Yes, I'll try to be more open-minded about your path of wanton dissent. We don't need your help.
Why do you look depressed as fuck? What do you mean? I'm just focusing. I'm paying attention.
He's talking to Chairman Rockwell, and I remember him. He's a bitch.
Does he just not care that I'm here?
No,
like
he
he's
doesn't
not...
attack you. He doesn't feel threatened by you, or rather, I guess he knows that he stands no chance of killing you if you kill him.
Is there any reason for me to kill him, really? I mean, I could. But
Yeah,
like...
not that I know of, though. I've killed him every time.
Oh shit, I'm about to die. Oh fuck! I didn't know you were there. Does this work on the... Okay. We're good. Okay, yeah, that didn't really... I don't know, whatever. I don't care, I'm just going with that. Sure, I killed him. He's dead now. I'm almost out of light ammo, which is really bad.
I know. Good God, I main Old Reliable most of the time, which is it does like almost 1,000 DPS, and I'm not even level like 12.
Well, Wyatt's playing the game as well. I don't know if he's watching the stream, but
I am.
Okay.
Captain.
Oh.
You have an uncanny talent for complicating my life. You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty.
But anyway, the problem with maining that light machine gun?
I'm afraid I can't do that. You're a gifted warrior, Captain.
Is
You've
that,
made your talent for
Who
combat
the fuck is this?
clear. For all your talents, you are the enemy of Halcyon, and therefore you are my enemy. You make a nuanced and compelling argument. Here's my rebuttal. No.
So I've got like a
Wells is
shit
being
ton
held
of
in
heavy
my
ammo because
custody
I don't
right now.
have the
His
heavy machine
cooperation
gun
will prove
unlocked yet.
invaluable, even if I have to beat it out of him.
So
All that's left
that's
to
a
do
problem.
is put down this riot,
Because
arrest
I've got a
you,
light machine
and
gun
then
and a
get
heavy
on
machine
with the
gun, and
bloody
I can't ever
business of
seem
saving
to
this colony.
like quench my light machine gun's thirst for bullets.
I'm aware of your propensity for violence. Halcyon is a bloodier place because of you. I wish you'd simply cooperated with me. You're the finest marksman in Halcyon. You could have been my gun. I had a feeling you'd say that. This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden. I've had it programmed to eliminate you on sight and rinse your remains down a drain. And don't worry. I will inform Dr. Wells that you died heroically or something.
Is that a boss? Okay, but like, I don't have ammo, is there? The fuck? It's not gonna give me any ammo.
You know, I've been wondering how doing a board playthrough of this game would be.
Hello there, guy. I have no ammo. I have no idea how I'm gonna kill you.
Who are you fighting now?
Ram?
Oh, the robot?
Yeah.
I can't believe you didn't realize you can just...
What?
Like... I just bypassed him when I played. Like, you could just, like, there's this whole section you can just walk around him.
Really?
Oh wait, I remember what it is. I always have a really high persuade skill, and you can persuade them to let you, like, come talk to him instead.
Oh, okay, hold on. I might be able to do this with melee if I just need a quick... So he, like, kind of has a weakness where he'll, like, crash into a wall. Something. And then it'll, like, stand there. And there's, like, a spot on his back. I can probably just melee that.
There's a one thing I like about this game is there's a lot of, like, what combats and whatnot that you just fucking bypass. You know?
Yeah. It's okay, I'm just beta testing the new job from Final Fantasy XIV, Reaper. It's, they had me fight a robot raid.
Dude, I can't believe you ran out of ammo now.
Yeah. It kinda sucks, right? So. Oh boy. There's combat drones now. And I have some ammo. Wait. Do I have... I don't have an energy weapon on me. Besides but like this doesn't do damage. I have plenty of energy ammo, but I don't have the weapon to switch to.
You don't have an energy weapon?
No.
How do you not have an energy weapon?
I don't.
Good God, dude. Forward, dude.
Oh, fuck. So I'm out of Adreno.
have any companions to help you out?
They died.
Oh.
Like immediately.
Her body the whole time?
Yeah. Oh wait. I forgot that I moved my camera back when I played Final Fantasy. You don't see the whole thing, do you? Yeah, there we go. I have Yoka on as well. Yeah.
I have to say, I don't think that's supposed to happen.
I got him. Somehow.
What do you got?
What? I killed the robot, yeah. Basically without any ammo.
Why won't you just die?
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved, and long overdue. And you lunatic, You broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough. Ah, all in a day's work for you, huh? You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated.
It's not the worst.
I would like nothing more than
Unless
to celebrate
it's the
this victory,
worst.
but we have a serious problem on our hands. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
So we've got to make do on our own. Seems to me that'll make us stronger in the end anyhow.
You're quite right. We've got no choice but to make do on our own.
You mean we're all alone out here? Really alone?
I'm afraid so, Miss Holcomb. Halcyon is the only home we have left. Returning to Earth is no longer an option. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own. Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us? You won't hear a word of disagreement from me. When I revived you, I thought we were going to save this colony all by ourselves. But I was wrong. We can't save Halcyon on our own. We're all going to have to pull together, somehow. We are not a colony anymore. Our last connection to Earth has been severed. I don't know if we'll survive, but we're going to have to try our best.
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the
Beat the
grand
game.
plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Left unchecked,
I do enjoy
the war
how
on Monarch consumed both MSI and the Iconoclasts.
the game like
And when the sulfur
tries
cloud
not to
settled,
lock you out
only
of
stragglers from both factions remained. Some found their way to Sublight, some to
out
Terra
of like
2,
choosing
and some
whatever
lived their final years
path you
fighting for
want.
food in the wilderness. In the end,
Yeah.
only the beasts remained. After returning to Edgewater, the deserters negotiated workplace reforms
Like
with
they
Reed
tried to
Thompson,
be all, you know,
including a single day of rest,
as
which came to be known
non-restrictive
as
as
a
possible.
weekend. As the world around him changed, Thompson found himself pining for the old days. He was known to spend his weekends in the cantina, nursing one of the few remaining bottles of Zero G, and repeating to himself, "It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice." As for Adelaide McDevitt, she tended to her garden in solitude for another year before passing away. Her body was discovered some months later when Reed Thompson paid her a visit in an effort to make amends. Her remains were buried in a place of honor underneath the floor of the Edgewater Cannery. Reed believed this was what she always wanted. Junlei Tennyson fought
That's not
to
what
protect
she
the
always wanted,
Groundbreakers'
I have to say.
independence. While the board's influence faded, mechanical difficulties forced her to rely on parts that only corporations could provide. The cost was high, and time would tell if Junlei could balance the work with her aspirations for a better future. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the Lifetime Employment Program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands. After all he'd seen and heard adventuring with you, the vicar Maximilian de Soto renounced his faith and joined the effort to rebuild the colony. Ironically, he finally found the joy that had eluded him over the course of his life, and realized that perhaps he was always meant to be just a simple laborer after all. He quickly dismissed the idea. Though Parvati eventually grew comfortable aboard the Unreliable, she never quite came out of her shell. She seemed to prefer the company of Ada to the crew, and she could often be found neck-deep in cables and grease, telling Ada funny stories from her childhood. While the colony fell into chaos, she found an island of relative peace with Ada, and they formed an unusual bond. She decided to remain aboard the Unreliable permanently as its chief and sole engineer. As hard as she tried to drink them away, Nyoka's memories eventually overcame her. Traveling with the crew served as a constant reminder of the family she'd lost, and so she eventually returned to Monarch to get back to what she found most comfortable: the deep end of a bottle and the far end of a trail. Few have seen her since, but travelers often swear they hear her and her machine gun in the night, screaming swears and spitting bullets. Before his untimely death, Captain Alex Hawthorne had plans to restore and modify, for combat purposes, a sanitation and maintenance automechanical that he'd found in a state of disrepair in Emerald Vale's scrapyard. That unit remains broken down and forgotten in the Unreliable supply closet to this day. Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. Though he was always haunted by the failures of his past, he was determined to make things right by building toward the future. Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected. thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the Ministry. Wells never forgot about the human lives that were lost in acquiring these chemicals. The revival project was hard and painful work. But in the end, despite limited resources, over half the Hope's colonists were successfully revived. Even after Wells passed away, the Hope scientists and engineers worked night and day to pull Halcyon from the brink of collapse. Their efforts continue to this day, which may be reason enough for optimism. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Life will never be the same in Halcyon. It is widely agreed that the colony has a chance of stabilizing within a generation, owing to the hard work and determination of the surviving colonists. Recovery is a distant goal, and the path is long and uncertain. But the people of Halcyon carry on, determined as ever. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? You brought an end to the chaos on Tartarus, and proved yourself the most capable leader left in the colony. You administered the colony in your own image. With the old power of the board destroyed, a new government of Halcyon rose with you at its center. With your steady hand, you guided Halcyon through the turbulent years that were to follow, and helped ensure the survival of the colony until the end of your days. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
And there it is.
What did you do? How many of the side quests did you do? Just like beeline for the objectives?
I did a good few of side quests, but pretty much my goal in doing side quests is like I was doing them, the ones I ran across, until I was powerful enough to just blast through the rest of the game. And that's pretty much what I did.
Honestly,
So
there's more than enough side quests to just like there's more than enough side quests.
I can't hear what you're saying.
There's more than enough side quests to hit the maximum level cap.
Okay.
But yeah, this game is a good game, but like you've probably only witnessed like about a quarter of the content.
I know.
Like as far as story. As far as gameplay though, you probably saw all the content like 30 minutes into the game.
Yeah. Chemesky for a lifetime supply of salt.
What?
It was one of the things in the special things.
Time to go try out this heavy machine gun and see if it's as good as I remember it being.
Development weddings, development babies.
Exactly, that's something that's
Memoriam. Tabletop surviving characters for 3+ years of fair. Character slain. Oh, interesting.
What?
It said like development, like basically they played D&D during development, and it was like the characters that died and shit in their D&D games.
Neat. That's so weird. I seem to have run into an invisible wall. Never mind, the wall doesn't exist. It was like just a weird bug with my sprint key.
Wait, Take-Two. What did Take-Two have to do with it? They published this game? Okay. Alright. Well, I think I'm just gonna end stream because I have stuff to do, and also I'm going somewhere in a little while, so.
Oh. Weird.
What?